The shelling of St. Lai had turned the French town into a moonscape of dust and powdered stone. Private Arlo, a lanky kid from the Salinas Valley, lay flat in a crater with his squad, waiting for the order to move. The air tasted of brick dust and cordite. 2 minutes, Sergeant Mack growled, checking his watch. Keep your heads down. Next to Arlo, Private Finchley, a New York kid who talked too much about Coney Island, was methodically digging a small hole in the crater wall with his trench knife. Gotta bury it, Finchley muttered. Bury what? Arlo whispered, not taking his eyes off the shattered street ahead. Finchley opened his grimy hand. In his palm lay a single perfect strawberry, impossibly red and ripe. It was nestled in a scrap of waxed paper. My lucky charm, from the last Red Cross parcels. Been saving it since England. It was the most beautiful thing Arlo had seen in months. It smelled of sun and dirt, of a world before war. You can't eat a lucky charm, Arlo said, his mouth watering. Exactly. And I ain't gonna let it get blown to pulp. The whistle blew a sharp, cutting shriek. Go, go, go. They went up and over the lip of the crater into the maelstrom of snapping bullets. They dashed from doorway to rubble pile. Halfway across the contested square, a German MG-42 in the church tower opened up. The squad dove for cover behind a low, broken wall. They were pinned, completely. To move was to die. Minutes stretched. The heat was oppressive. Ammo was low. Hope was lower. The MG-42 raked the top of their wall every 30 seconds, precise and murderous. Finchley, pressed next to Arlo, was breathing in short, ragged gasps. He clutched the strawberry in his fist. We're not getting out of here, he said, not as fear, but as a fact. Arlo looked at him, then at the perfect red fruit. He remembered his family's farm, the endless rows of strawberries in June, the warm, sweet weight of them in your hand. Yeah, we are, Arlo said. An insane idea, born of dust and desperation, clicked into place. Give it to me? What? No. Finchley, your luck's run out. It's just fruit now. Give it. On the sergeant's signal, he stood up. Just for a second, the most dangerous second of his life. He didn't throw a grenade. He threw the strawberry. A high, soft arc of red, tumbling end over end through the air. It sailed across the square, over the cobblestones, and landed with a tiny, invisible plop in the street, 20 yards in front of the church tower. Then, from the German position, a confused exclamation. A brief, heated argument. The MG-42 did not fire. What in God's name? Sergeant Mack breathed. Now, Arlo hissed. While they're confused. It was all the opening they needed. The squad moved as one, flanking the position, while the German gunners were distracted by the bizarre, sudden, definitive silence. After the church was cleared, Arlo walked over to where the strawberry lay. It was splattered now, a crimson smear on the gray stone. A German private, taken prisoner, was staring at it, his face a mask of utter bewilderment. Was this das? He asked quietly. What is that? Arlo looked from the ruined fruit to the prisoner. He thought of the sun on his back in California, of a taste too sweet for this place. A memory, Arlo said, from a better world. He turned and walked away, leaving the last strawberry of the war to melt into the stones of St. Lai. They had won the square, not with superior firepower, but with a moment of shared human wonder. Sometimes the most powerful weapon is a reminder of what you're fighting for and what you've left behind.